When we think about relationships, we often focus on the other person, their traits, their habits, their quirks. But have you ever stopped to consider how your own personality might be influencing how you perceive and experience relationships? That's what we're going to explore today. One common misconception about personality and relationships is that Type A's only date Type A's, or that introverts will only get along with fellow introverts. But the reality is, relationships are way more complex than that. Different personalities can lead to conflicts or misunderstandings, but they can also bring unique strengths and perspectives to the table. For example, an introverted partner might bring a sense of calm and rationality to a relationship, while an extroverted partner might bring energy and spontaneity. But if we're not aware of these differences, they can easily become sources of tension. Another myth is that certain personality types are more prone to relationships or are more capable of love. But the truth is, love is a complex mix of emotions, needs, and experiences that can't be boiled down to a single personality trait. What's more important is how we communicate, how we handle conflicts, and how we prioritize our relationships. Every personality type has its own strengths and weaknesses when it comes to relationships, and understanding those can make all the difference. It's also important to recognize that our personalities are shaped by a complex interplay of genetics, upbringing, and life experiences. So even if we identify as a certain personality type, we're still unique individuals with our own quirks and flaws. And that's what makes relationships so fascinating. We get to navigate all these differences and find common ground with someone else. Let's dive a little deeper into some of the popular personality frameworks out there, like the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator or the Big Five personality traits. These frameworks can give us some valuable insights into how different personality types tend to interact in romantic relationships. For example, INFJs are known for their empathy and idealism, which can make them incredibly supportive partners. Meanwhile, ENTPs are known for their curiosity and love of ideas, which can make them stimulating conversationalists. But what happens when an INFJ meets an ENTP? Do their strengths complement each other, or do their weaknesses clash? In romantic relationships, ESTJs are known for their practicality and sense of responsibility, which can make them reliable partners. Meanwhile, INFPs are known for their creativity and empathy, which can make them incredibly compassionate lovers. But what happens when an ESTJ meets an INFP? Do their differences create tension, or do they find a way to balance each other out? By understanding our own personality type as well as that of our partner, we can gain a deeper understanding of our relationship dynamics. We can learn to appreciate each other's strengths and weaknesses, and find ways to communicate more effectively. And that's where the real magic happens. When we understand our personality, we can start to identify patterns and habits that might be holding us back in our relationships. We can start to work on our weaknesses and amplify our strengths. We can become more empathetic, more communicative, and more supportive partners. And that's when our relationships start to flourish. In the end, it's not about whether our personality type determines our relationships, but about how we use our self-awareness to foster healthier, more fulfilling connections. By recognizing our own strengths and weaknesses, we can start to build relationships that are more authentic, more compassionate, and more meaningful. So, what's your personality type, and how has it influenced your relationships? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.